Welcome to My Favorite Lyrics, the music podcast where we talk about lyrics, except for when we talk about other stuff. Today we've got a very special guest. This is somebody we've been trying to get for a long time. It's somebody we're very, very happy to have on the podcast. He's one of my good friends. You might know him from a myriad of things. We worked together at SNL. He's worked on a lot of, I'm not going to do all his credits, but he's got them. You can look him up. Go to his IMDb.
You don't even got to do that.
He's got all this stuff.
You don't got to do that.
Y'all, welcome Gary Richardson to the pod.
Hey. What?
What's up, Gary?
What's up?
How you feeling, dog?
We just did that part.
Gary,
Yeah.
Tell me, just for the people.
Okay.
For the people, because it's like you and I know, but I
Yeah.
do like to do sometimes. Tell people how we met. How do we know each other?
We met, I think that you were visiting New York when we met.
Yep.
You came to SNL and just kind of said what's up in the writer's room.
That's true.
I forget what show it was, but I remember
Donald
you
Glover.
okay, yeah. So it would have been my first season there,
Mhm.
and you pulled up, and I think when you moved back, you hit me up because you were about to like shoot something for Comedy Central, maybe. And you were like, "Oh, you want to get a drink?" And it was just kind of like us chopping it up in general.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Comedy Central.
Yeah, it's gone, ain't
It's
it?
really.
It's really like you want to talk about a drop off.
Yeah.
They had the keys to the castle for a minute.
It was Shaq-esque, if you will.
In a crazy way.
You know what I'm saying?
It was
they were really
like,
at the top of it was not that long ago.
it was not that long ago, and the thing is, like, everybody wanted to fuck with him,
Of course.
and like, the fumble was crazy.
It was really bad. I worked at Comedy Central like right as it was like starting to
Oh, that's right.
fall off. I had that Comedy
That was
Central.
like, were you doing it the year before the pandemic, or like right when the shit popped off? Were you doing shit at home?
I was doing shit. Literally, I got the job. I remember I was working at this temp agency at this insurance company or I was a temp at this insurance company, but it was like
Yeah.
a long-term temp job.
Yeah.
So I was going to get to do it for like maybe a year or something like
Okay.
that. And I was working at this insurance company, and for the life of me, I could not figure out how to do whatever the job was. I've been there for a couple weeks, and they kept showing me how to do whatever the job was. I can't even really describe what it is to you today.
I feel like if it's insurance, you're probably processing claims.
Something like that.
And
Yeah.
you couldn't figure out how to do that?
Whoo!
Okay.
I was lost.
All right.
I
Hey.
was and here's the
Was
thing.
it like health insurance or like home insurance? Or?
I believe it was home insurance. I believe it was, which it was like, it's like,
That's people's lives.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like complicated. I was like, I don't know if you should I'm not making enough money
Yeah,
to
you can't
really.
entrust a temp with nothing high stakes like that.
You shouldn't.
Temp got to come in, move some boxes for a week.
That's what I
We're
would.
like, we're changing floors. I need you to get these. I need you to make this office look exactly the same on floor 17.
Gotcha.
That's what. Yeah,
And that'll be
for.
done.
Yeah.
But no, they had us processing some sort of home insurance claims, and they were
That's
trying to
bad.
teach us how to do it. And let's say I worked there for 3 weeks. For like the first 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
every other person who I was training with was like, I don't know how to do this shit either. This shit complicated.
Fleet
like,
attempts.
Yeah, truly. Like
Fleet attempts.
Every single one of us who was like training, we was like, I don't fucking get this shit. In the third week though, and I had just sort of resigned to like, all right, well, I guess we just not gonna notice for a
Yeah,
while.
we just somebody gonna either get paid or they gonna not get paid. We gonna see how it shake out.
And that's gonna be it. In the third week, when I tell you every single other trainee was like, oh, it's easy. Oh, you just gotta do this and you gotta do that. And I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't work here no more. I was like, I gotta go do something else because this is not the right environment for me. And right as that was happening, I was getting the Comedy Central job. My
Yeah.
third week, and then that third week, I just kind of stopped working
Beautiful.
because I was just like, well, I'm not.
You're a temp, bro.
I'm a temp. I already
You're a
got this.
temp. You
I already got
should
this
not
other
care.
job. I'm about to go
Yeah.
work at Comedy Central. But I put in my 2 weeks.
Oh, that's nice.
I put in my 2 weeks. I was like, hey, I just got this other job. It's like in the field that I'm trying to work in. So like I'm gonna have to go in 2 weeks. But like knowing that like I really needed 2 weeks of paychecks.
Sure.
But I was just kind of trying to be like
of course, yeah.
gracious. And the lady
You
from
don't
the
get paid at an entertainment job until like a month after you had it.
it's
which
fuck-
is
even
Yeah.
work. Do you remember at the beginning of me working at SNL?
what?
You remember at the beginning of me working at SNL, I didn't get my first check for like 7 weeks.
That makes sense. That makes sense for real. It's real. I mean, but that's like every gig.
It's truly
Every gig is like it takes so long.
It takes longer to wear
They
this.
really like play with you.
They
like,
play
it's
with
like,
you in a way as if you don't have a life to live, as if you don't.
It really is like, oh no, you like have to be indoctrinated. You have to like give yourself over to this.
Well, and that's
But I'm saying not like it's not specific to them. I'm
Sure.
saying like everybody's trying to get you to like drink the Kool-Aid.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, all right, this is March 2020. I remember being like, yes, I need this job bad. I need these 2 weeks of paychecks bad, but I'm gonna need these last 2 weeks. Let me go ahead and put my 2 weeks in. And the lady from the temp agency, when I told her, she was like, hey, thank you so much for doing that. Like, so many people just like quit day of and then like leave people in the lurch. So like, I really appreciate you not doing that. She said that to me like right when I told her.
Yeah.
Later on in that exact same day, she called me back. She goes, hey, so I talked to the people at the company and today's actually gonna be your last day. So if you could go ahead and just turn in whatever you got, just whatever you got, a laptop, you got some headsets. If you could just go ahead and turn that stuff in, you're not going to work here anymore. And I said, what about my 2 weeks? She goes, they don't want you for that. She goes, they don't need you for the 2 weeks. And I said, all right, cool. 2 days later, the city shut down.
That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Ooh, that's nasty work. That's wild.
It was really like a couple days later, the city was like, all right, we're not going to do nothing.
Stay inside.
Yeah, go ahead and stay inside.
Go ahead and stay inside.
So yeah, I had that Comedy Central job like deep pandemic.
Whoa.
And during those times, you could see this not going to last.
Mm-hmm.
This not going to last. It's about to be on its way out.
You know, I guess there's a time for everything. You know, there's a season for everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the time for right now?
I don't know, bro. I'll stay out the way right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm very much out the way.
That's very true. Gary's for those of y'all listening, Gary's not on no social media.
Mm-mm.
He ain't been on social media since probably around when I moved here.
Probably like 7-8 years ago. I probably got off everything.
Yeah, that's like right around when I moved. I feel like you used to be on there, completely gone. When's the last time you did a podcast?
I feel like I did. Joe Firestone had like a podcast about like how you feel your days. That was like maybe like early pandemic or something like that. I couldn't tell you when exactly.
Are you open to doing more podcasts like outside of this one?
Not
like if other
really.
people are listening and they got a podcast and they're thinking like,
if you're listening and you're waiting for me to say yeah, then definitely not. I'm not doing your podcast. Definitely not.
No, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, like if like a homie is like you were like, I want you to come do this thing.
Sure,
I'll come do it.
Sure.
I'm not chasing down podcast shit like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gary, as a St. Louis native, what type of shit was you rocking with musically as a youth?
Let's see. In my youth, I was kind of when I was like young, I was very interested in the idea of being like eclectic. Okay. So I really was like, bro, I'm not out here. I'm not about to like beat a man in any sort of like sport or anything like that.
Sure.
So I was like, all right, cool. I can have varied interests. I can like be a cat that like introduces people to shit and like has like, I don't know. I just like enjoyed the idea of being like a varied person. I think like being young, seeing like Andre 3000, seeing like Santi Gold and like shit like that, where I was like, oh, there's a different way to be out here than I'm seeing like in my immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
I was just very interested in that shit.
Who you said Santi Gold, you said
Andre 3000. So those were like on one end, but also like I like very into 3-6, you know.
Of course. And how could you not be?
Bro, it was unbelievable. The first time that I heard somebody on a song say "good googly moogly," that thing. Come on, Project Pat was not fucking around. Like, I mean, all those Memphis cats did. I don't know what they activated in me because it's like I'm not that kind of guy, but it hits my soul in a way that is so real.
I know what you mean. I don't think we've done 3-6 stuff on this.
And they got bangers.
They got a lot of stuff.
They've got shit that's like change your day kind of music.
I don't remember the first time I ever heard it, but I do remember the first time that I heard it, but I like don't remember exactly where I was. But I remember the first time hearing Project Pat go, Pata, what the pata came up in this stuff and I blew out this back. I was like, well, this is magic.
Yeah.
This is mad. This is really special stuff.
Attract big dime pieces. I was like, oh my God, this is I mean, like he was
my collar.
Oh my God. It's just like all that shit. I remember getting my first car.
Okay.
And
what kind of car are we?
I think it was a Had to be like a 96 Ford Escort.
They don't even make those no more. That's out of production.
I had one.
Yeah, well.
Shit, I got me one.
Last of a dying breed.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and need that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, please, give it up.
It got wheels on it.
Hey, that's all I need.
That's all you need.
Hey, a lot of niggas ain't got wheels right now.
Hey, and you got
I'm
4 of
16
them.
years old, I got 4 of them. And guess what? They work.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Spinning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that means I can go from the crib to Hazelwood Central. I can go from Hazelwood Central to TJ Maxx. And guess what? I'm cooking at TJ Maxx. I'm doing my thing.
You was a TJ Maxx employee.
Absolutely.
Correct?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I was going from high school to work, taking my ass home.
Putting that lanyard on.
Without a doubt.
Putting that lanyard on.
And you know I had the keys on them in case I needed to open it up and show somebody a wallet or something. Absolutely. You need to see a little TJ Maxx watch.
Somebody need to see one of them Coach wallets.
Absolutely.
You know they got them Coach wallets on.
Don't nobody see no Dooney and Burke unless I say so. All right? You just not gonna do it.
That's pre Michael Kors. Michael Kors was not at TJ Maxx quite yet. Because that was when Michael Kors was still fancy.
Yeah.
Which was like a really, you talk about a steep fall off. Do you remember you remember probably like 2011-ish.
Okay.
When girls was rocking Michael Kors, they was kind of up. They was kind of on.
For sure.
That could speak to just like where I come from. Maybe there's people listening being like, oh no, y'all was actually all broke. Like that, and that's very plausible. But I remember being in those are like, I was like late teens in those times. And I remember a girl had the Michael Kors on. We was like, okay, so she kind of popping out on the rest of us.
Yeah,
and then,
without a doubt.
And then very quickly, and then I feel like when Pusha T said, ain't a bitch living to say I bought her Michael Kors. when he dropped that, it was kind of like, the Michael Kors people was like, fuck! God damn it!
Really was like, when you turn on the light and like roaches scatter, and it's like, oh shit, they saw us, we gotta get up out of here. It was this ain't where we need to be. Yeah, this is fucked up. We fucked up bad. Yeah.
Sharp downturn. It was also like, but you were also, we've talked about this like in life before, you were also in St. Louis during the period where it was like kind of arguably at its peak.
You're talking about Nelly Chingy running around. You're talking about being at the batting cages with Murphy Lee. Yeah, absolutely.
You was at the batting cages with Murphy Lee?
Yeah. It was like a couple of the St. Lunatics. We were just at the batting cages one day and we were like, yo, the St. Lunatics over here, that's tight.
That's crazy.
It was real. I mean, like, we didn't go talk to them, but it was like,
sure,
this is tight.
I'm sure, yeah. It's, I don't know. St. Lunatics, if you're out there,
please stand up.
Stand up.
Please stand up.
Stand
yeah,
up.
Absolutely.
Stand up.
Yeah.
St. Louis, stand
absolutely.
Up. Shout out Joe Firestone, St. Louis's own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. And then
so of course they were, I mean, it truly was like, I mean, high school, we're talking about Luda,
sure.
It feels like the few episodes of your podcast that I did listen to, it feels like Luda is really, I mean, like, I knew he was the man.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he's the man, but it's like, for him to not have gotten the, like, praise that I feel like he was due at the time, I feel like everybody liked him.
In the moment, it felt like he was really, really hot. But I feel like looking back on it,
it seems like he doesn't get mentioned in the way that he should.
He doesn't get talked about like Nelly does.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Maybe we're just having different conversations. I feel like folks try to like shit on Nelly in a way that I'm like, it might be because I'm from St. Louis and they're trying to like get at me a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like history has smiled. Like, I guess what I'll say about that is like, it's rare that you're in a function and they put on a ludicrous song from when he was really popping.
Sure.
I will be at a party. We were at the wine event.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
We're at this wine joint and they put on Hot in Here. And
let's go.
Hey man.
Let's go.
Here's what I'll say about my friend Gary. He don't dance a lot. Go and put on a Nelly song from 2003. Watch how my man's mood shifts.
It will. I'm up. I'm very much up. But also, I mean, like high school, we're talking about that's like peak mixtape era. So of course we had all the dedications. Wayne was going absolutely crazy.
That was really my guy.
That was really like an unbelievable run. Like I was like, I didn't know that you could do this.
Sure.
I know that you could have such high level output so consistently.
Yeah.
Which now we like, it like paved the way for so much shit, which is crazy.
There are a lot of people doing like following the like path that he took
absolutely
at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's insane.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like there's like so much Griselda shit now. So just much like Spitter shit. Like Gibbs is dropping shit all the time. Like all these cats are absolutely. They're all just like putting out so much high level shit. Like at a spot that's like great, not perfect, you know?
Sure,
Like
sure,
it's
sure.
like it's like thought about, thought through, but it's not like slaved over in the way that I guess coming up, I assume that shit had to be done
Yeah.
or like as endeavoring into the arts. I feel like there's like this like idea of the like tortured artist who like has to have everything totally perfect and right that I think that kind of broke the paradigm of.
Right.
Which is
where it's just like, I'm just going to make a lot of stuff that feels
that
good
feels
to
really
me
good.
in the
It feels
moment.
really fucking tight.
And it's
Yeah.
like Future's doing this tour. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna put
Totally.
out so much stuff that like something is gonna hit.
Absolutely.
Because like I know
Yeah.
I'm talented, I know I'm good,
Yeah.
and I don't know which thing is gonna catch on.
And it's
but
not none of it's trash. It's like all good, but it's like, all right, cool. We're just gonna bang out shit. Like,
I
yeah.
will say consistently on this podcast, the thing that I've been surprised about, the people who have come up maybe the most,
okay,
who have like really shocked me. Ludacris is definitely in that conversation. Trina
sure.
has also kind of quite a few people have brought Trina stuff up. Unfortunately, R. Kelly.
What do you mean? Unfortunately, just the fact that his name is spoken, or that you don't feel like his output is deserving of regard.
Oh, I'm not saying that at all.
Well, that's what I'm asking. What is unfortunate about it?
I think it's just unfortunate that
The
like,
circumstances that he finds himself in.
Exactly. Well, I don't know that he found himself in them.
The circumstances that he's created for himself.
There
the
it
position
is.
that he's in now because of his previous behavior.
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
And so
yeah.
I think
it is a bummer.
It's just unfortunate the amount of times that he has to come up.
Yeah,
because
you really want good artists to be good people.
You would hope so.
Yeah.
But then
definitely.
so often.
Yeah.
It's really been do you feel this way? I feel like so many of like kind of my guys are going down in like a pretty bad way.
So many of your guys?
So like a good amount of my guys.
I guess I don't really. I feel like because I'm not on social media, I get a lot of news late. So I don't really know who's going down recently.
I mean, Kanye.
Sure. I mean, that's less like a going down and more like
he took himself down?
Like a self-immolation kind
Yeah,
of
but
thing.
they all do that though.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally,
all of them, it's not like coincidental.
Yeah.
All of them, it's like, well.
I think that, I think.
You made some decisions.
I think that the idea of engaging in a criminal enterprise is different. I hold it in my head different, in a different place than I do going like full tilt, like Nazi shit.
Sure.
With clear, like, mental behavioral shit going on. You know, I feel like those are different things to me.
There's something going down.
Yeah. But I feel what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Were you at the show? Were you at SNL when he was making diss tracks and like being really pissed off at Pete?
I must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that feeling in the moment at the show?
I don't know. I don't think anybody. Did he do anything on the show? I don't think he did anything on the show about it.
No, he didn't talk about it on the show, but he was like throwing shit in like songs and like music videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have been there. I feel like I like those, like the time at SNL bleeds together so much. It's really hard to differentiate weeks and chunks of time and years.
That is a very, very real thing.
Yeah. It is just like a mass of shit.
Even like, I mean, I'm sure you've had this thing, like truly there will be a week where somebody was like, oh yeah, I was there last week. And you'll be like, who the fuck was the host last week?
Yeah.
You'll be like, a week or 2 weeks ago. Or people will be like, oh hey, remember I came to a couple episodes this season. And I'll be like, I couldn't tell you when that was.
It's also like being there, like you have to be so self-consumed. It's like so hard to like look up and look around and like take stock of what's actually going on. Like you have to, like there's a show at the end of the week, you gotta be on your shit. You don't really get to like enjoy it the way anybody else does.
No.
Yeah.
And it is crazy. It is very much like when people come to visit you in a city, like working there feels like when people come to visit you in a city and they're like trying to party and have fun and you're like, well, I actually gotta wake up.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work in the morning. So I can't do what you're doing. This is your special trip to the town. I actually.
And it's like so many folks like, I don't know if it's true, but they're like, oh, it was my dream to come here. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, you're here. You're living your dream. I'm straight up at work. And I'm also like at work at a spot where I'm not even the man at work. So I'm just like walking around fucking hot half the time. I'm just like, bro, like niggas don't think I'm fucking funny here.
Yeah.
They think my shit is fucking whack. And I'm like, I only got here because I'm fucking funny. So I'm like feeling crazy.
The real battle.
Absolutely.
The real
battle, bro.
The real unspoken.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I'm here. And it's like, yeah, somebody's here. So it's like, you want to recognize, yes, I recognize the position that I am in as a overall positive one.
Yeah.
I'm fucking pissed off right now. And I really want to be there for you. I want to be there and I want to be on your fucking level. And it's like, but also sometimes somebody's coming, it's like, oh, shit, I got 2-3 sketches on. I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
I'm fucking having a ball. I'm buying everybody drinks. We doing shots. We're staying out all night.
Have you ever had the thing where like we're going into dress, you got a hot one? I'm sure you have. This is just part of for people listening. There will be certain weeks where like going into the dress rehearsal, you'll be like, no matter how this shit shakes, I'm up. I got four things where I'm really popping off, really giving my shit. I got this update. I got this sketch. I'm in the pre-tape. Like that. Like no matter what, like my shit is well represented in the show.
And then Sunday morning, Cats is like, why don't they put you in the show more? Why are you doing this? It's like,
I had an episode like that this year. I've had pretty good fortune with that kind of stuff for the most part. Yeah. But I had an episode like that this year. It was the Quinta episode. I had like my own sketch in. I had like a sketch where I was like the main straight man. I had like maybe 4 things where I was like really, really in them. And it was like, all right, after dress, it was like, I think my thing that was like my sketch got cut. I think they like tweaked my part in another thing, but it was like still in. And then like one other thing was in. So I was like, okay, now it's at like, it was 4 things. Now it's 2. Yeah. But like, it should be like a strong 2. And then it was like, both of those things got cut on air. Both of those things, sometimes you'll have a thing that's like fully in the show, and then as the show's happening, it'll be like, oh, we don't have time for all this stuff. Yeah. And then both the things they cut out were the things that I was in, and then it ended up being an episode where I was like, oh, I'm in everything, to an episode where I was like, man, I got one line. I got one line, and I got one thing where I'm just sitting there like this for an entire sketch. And then you'll see people on the internet be like, man, they should use you. Like, ah! Yeah.
How much SNL talk do you do on this podcast?
Not that much, typically.
Okay, good.
Not that much, usually.
Good. Okay.
Why?
Right. It's boring to me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
You want to talk about some music lyrics?
Sure. I'd rather talk about that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Gary, you brought us some things. You brought us this specific verse is a thing that we talked about between the two of us. Yeah. It was a bar that we found when we were like at your house one time just watching music videos. Do you want to go ahead and give this line to the people?
Sure.
I highlighted it for you.
Okay. Should I give like the whole thing? This is from the song Lay Low.
Yeah. By
Snoop Dogg, Master P, Nate Dogg, Butch Cassidy, and the East Siders.
That's right.
And this is from actually from the hook that Nate Dogg sings.
Yes, it is.
He says, I believe it's the second bar in it.
Yes.
It might be the third. I think it's the second bar.
Yeah, I think so.
He says, for the bitch that said I shot some shit up out of my dick, now she's sick, she better lay low.
Better lay low.
Yeah.
I mean, tremendous hook just in general.
I mean, he's
the king of the hook.
I don't know who is even, if you're like talking about who is the king of it. I don't know if you say his name first. I don't know who else you can really bring up to even have the conversation.
I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. This is really the king of the hook.
It's like there's like other cats that are like great, but it's when compared to Nate Dogg, everything pales in comparison.
You wasn't really doing it.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah,
not like Nate.
Gotcha. Yeah. What was it? What resonated to you about this bar in particular? I have some thoughts, and we've talked about it, but what was it about this for you?
That I think if we think about Nate Dogg's oeuvre and his work over the years.
We got to think about the oeuvre.
You have to think about the oeuvre,
That's
right?
important.
So we're talking about a guy that has revealed himself to be incredibly thoughtful, really a sensitive soul.
Sure,
you know?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To be singing during the G-Funk era.
Yeah.
the way that he was about what he was. I think he's a very sensitive, very emotional guy.
Well, and that's like, you know, we were little children during
absolutely.
like his like
when he was really
shining during like the West Coast G-Funk. Like
absolutely.
we wasn't really like
full brim hat, glasses. That's a different kind of cat.
He was moving a little different from the way that I understand that period of time.
Absolutely,
it seems like it was like you were either a hard rapper,
yes,
or you were singing about like love and longing and women, which was like different. Those were the different paths.
Those were very different paths
you could take. From what I understand, there was not a lot of niggas that was singing about gangsta shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's where Nate Dogg comes in.
That's where Nate Dogg comes in, and it's like truly a testament to like you make the road by walking, you know? It's like, hey, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You know, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's like hey, you know, I don't really know. I know where I want to be.
Yeah.
I don't fully see anybody doing it the way that I want to do it. So I'm gonna just start doing what I want to do.
Somebody's
and
hope that it leads.
Exactly. Exactly. Blazing trails, not for the sake of blazing trails because that's all I know how to do.
Sure.
All I can do is do me. That's it. All I can do is do what I know feels true to me, and that's what Nate Dogg to me stands for.
Sure.
So I feel like thinking about who this guy seems to have presented himself as, and I hear this lyric. Yeah. I think in the song Lay Low, it's very easy to be cynical with it. You know, it's very easy to go that route, but I feel like I think it's actually a very sweet line.
Oh.
I think it's actually incredibly sweet.
Elaborate.
I'm saying that if he shot some shit up out of his dick, right, that's definitely, we can all agree, that's one thing.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully.
That's seed. You know, that is seed.
Of course, you would think.
And this bitch say she's sick. It's like, if you get sick after seed, like, sure, you can go like, maybe he like burnt her or something, but I don't think that's the case.
You don't?
I don't.
Nate Dogg also doesn't think that's the case.
Yeah, Nate Dogg is
that's why she got to lay low.
Well, see, I think that she's pregnant. I think that she's dealing with some morning sickness. She's throwing up. And he's saying, hey, baby girl, you're carrying my child. I need you to take it easy for a little bit. Take it easy, lay low. Don't go out. Hey, we don't need you out here being crazy. You've got the future. I need you to take a step back and just chill.
You think this is further evidence of Nate Dogg being a kind and sensitive soul,
without a doubt,
in a place in which like you think people are misunderstanding his intentions.
I think so. I think that it is the demonization of the black man in general. I think that people are looking for any reason to demonize a black man. All right.
Okay.
And guess what? Guess what? And I'm not doing it.
You're not gonna let that happen.
I'm not playing that game.
No, because there's a version of it where it's
Nate Dogg gave me herpes or something. Guess what? He didn't do that. Nate Dogg don't fuck with no skeezers. He don't fuck with no skanks. All right, so he ain't bringing nothing crazy home.
He said that before, yeah.
Absolutely. So what's Nate Dogg doing? He's getting you pregnant. He's starting a family.
Yes.
He's saying, hey, you don't need to be outside no more. That's not what we doing.
Yes.
We on some different shit.
It's
a different type of time.
This isn't about you need to lay low because I'm going to do something bad to you.
No.
This is like, hey, like, you're carrying a young life inside you. You need to prop your feet up.
Absolutely.
Prop your feet up. You need to go ahead and lay back. You've had a hard day. Actually, call into work.
Boom.
Call into work. I'm going to go ahead. Hey, what was you going to make it work today? I'm going to actually put that in your account right now.
You got it. You got it. You can chill. You don't got to do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It's us now.
It's us.
It was you and me.
Absolutely.
Now
I think it was Michael Franks who said when talking about the difference between love and science, it's like, oh, you don't even get it. It's like, it's not 1 and 1 don't make 2. 1 and 1 makes 1. And I think that's the kind of time that Nate Dogg is on.
Have you checked that logic with the Terrence Howard math?
I think it might line up it might be a perfect circle with some Terrence Howard math.
That
might be
those two things.
That might be what Terrence Howard is talking about. He might be speaking like we're all being like, ha ha ha, he's like stupid trying to make some new math. No, he's talking about love. He's talking about love. He's talking about brotherhood.
Sure, he's talking about coming together.
Absolutely. He's talking about, we're sitting here like, oh, we need to break down like protons and neutrons and electrons. He's like, no, I'm off that. I'm talking about spirits. I'm talking about souls connecting, intermingling.
Yeah, we thinking about math on the most basic level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we thinking about it,
and he's talking about the true universal language.
Sure,
we're talking about what can only be exchanged with a look.
Yes, of
absolutely,
course. And of course, and when you're thinking about the world that way, it's like, why can't 0 plus 0 equal 2?
Exactly. Why not?
Yeah. So it's like anybody who's been questioning Terrence Howard's math, just know that your thinking is limited.
Absolutely.
Just know that you're not seeing the 360 degrees of what's happening.
And even if
everywhere.
Even if your thinking is like, at the very least, entertain the idea that maybe we've misunderstood what he's been saying.
Sure.
I think he's at least worth that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's at least time to open your minds up to like the possibility.
Yes, he could be very wrong. He very
well
could be totally wrong.
And our minds are open to that as well.
Absolutely. But I'm saying, give him a chance to speak. Hear him out. That's all I'm saying.
Don't silence him.
Please don't silence Terrence Howard.
Gary, here's something that I didn't really anticipate you come, but like this is all. So much of where you're coming from is the empowerment of the black man.
I'd say black people in general.
And of
absolutely,
course, the black person in general.
Sure, we've only spoke about black men thus far, but
I
think about.
Are we going? You got some other?
I sent you the one. I didn't know that. I thought I misunderstood the assignment when I got the initial email. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought I was supposed to just I'll wake up and I'll listen to some music and bring some lyrics, and then I was like, oh no, I should send a couple before I get here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. But so. I'm going to talk about what I had to talk about.
Well, there's you did bring one other line from the same song.
Did I?
Oh no.
Okay.
This was from one of our producers.
Okay.
Who says this in the song? There's a bar where he says, "They call me Jed Clampett for all the bread I got, but they call me Bill Clinton for all the head I got." Boom.
That's speaking to a time right there. That is ripped from the headlines.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Jed Clampett, Beverly Hillbillies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, we talk about early 2000s. That's what was on the reruns.
Absolutely.
That was on like
that's like I'm like a young, and I'm staying up late to watch Nick at Night. You might catch some shit like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So like on TV, on like daytime TV in the summertime, you stay with one of your aunties or your grandma. She don't got the full cable selection.
Yeah.
She don't got every channel. She not paying for all that.
Yeah. You watching MASH. You watching Matlock. You watching fucking.
You watching Price is Right.
And then
when the Price is Right is over, you gonna get a couple episodes of the Beverly Hillbillies,
Absolutely.
Followed by the Andy Griffith Show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You better go ahead and whistle.
Yeah. You better believe that the breadth of what we had to take in is actually really wild.
And we don't think about that. You know what I'll say, and this is the thing that I've been trying to like put into my stand up is like I think generally like generational speak is boring and like uninteresting.
Okay.
Talking about like like Gen Z is like this, but millennials are like this.
Yeah.
But I will generally say like one, millennials, most maligned group of the ones that are being discussed currently.
Okay.
I think a very maligned group never really had it in a positive way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You remember being like a young person, being in your early 20s, niggas hated us.
Sure.
Everybody was really mad at us.
Absolutely.
And now millennials are like properly in their 30s and everybody's like, fuck you, you old bitch.
Bro, the way that the first time my pops saw me in some fucking skinny jeans, oh my God. You would have thought I slapped my mom, dog. You would have thought I slapped my mom in the face. I had some Adidas that had like yellow and blue and green and like they was like some wild colored Adidas, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a problem.
It was a problem in the house.
That was a problem.
He was like, what you doing? What the fuck are you doing wearing all this shit?
Yeah.
It was like, thank God I had a job. Because if I spent his money on that,
it would have been, you might have had to find somewhere else to stay for a couple days.
For a couple of days. I had to let him cool off. Okay.
Dads from that era really had a tough. The skinny jeans really were
It was
problem.
Really trying. It was really trying.
That was really surprising to me though. Is like our dads grew up in like the 70s and the 80s, which was like I would say just like aesthetically like one of the zestiest times. I would
say. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like niggas was wearing like full body leather suits.
Absolutely.
And like curling their hair up.
It would be like a full like, oh, I got snakeskin pants with like a matching vest and that's it.
Yeah, and like white like crocodile loafers with no socks.
Yeah, it's like.
And it's like, why can't I wear my pants like this?
I don't know, bro.
I don't understand what.
It really is.
I don't understand the disconnect between.
I get the disconnect.
Sure.
Because it's of the time. It's not like what I did in my past. It's like just of the time. I understand the disconnect. But it is still disheartening that it was so like it was everywhere. Like it was like the disconnect was nationwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one time I showed up at my dad's house with some pink sneakers.
Uh-oh.
And he took me to the side and he was just like, "Hey son, if you ever have anything you want to tell me about what your life's like outside of this house, I just want you to know that I'm here and I'm listening.
That's incredibly sweet to me.
Yeah,
that's
but
really sweet.
Yeah, but it was like very misguided because it was just about this. It was just about the sneakers.
Yeah, it is. It's totally like a misfire, but it is so sweet that he was like, okay, I think my son's gay. I don't know how to engage with it.
Sure.
So I have to just reveal that the door is open if he wants to show me himself.
Sure.
I think that's really
Which
sweet.
in his mind, I'd already sort of showed him myself.
Because you were tiptoeing around in some pink sneakers. Yeah.
In my ballerina shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tough time with that.
Yeah.
Also one time I was back from college and my homie really likes to cook.
Okay.
And he like made some pasta at our house.
Okay.
One time and my dad asked what I did that day when he got home, and I was like, oh, Steven came over. He made some pasta. And my dad was like, he was like, nigga. He was like, you got nigga coming to my house making pasta? That's what type of shit you on? He goes, I seen Will and Grace. I know what kind of stuff happens in this. Y'all making pasta for each other? He had a tough time.
That's really funny.
He had a really tough time with that situation.
That's a reach. That's a wild reach. That's crazy. That's really funny.
Yeah, men from that area, they boxed in.
Hey, they
boxed into a certain way of thinking.
They got their thoughts, and they doing a thing.
To do what you were doing, which is to not look at it cynically and to look at it from a passionate perspective or from a compassionate perspective. It's like, maybe that was my dad being like, ain't nobody ever make me pasta.
Could be that. He could also be like, but what did you bring to the table? If he cooking and you here and the food's done, what did you do today?
Sure, and
I know what he did. You ain't holding up your end of it.
Sure,
yeah, it could be that.
Because in his mind, he was like, if I make somebody pasta, I know what I'm expecting on the back end.
Absolutely, yeah. Or even like, or if it's like, hey, like I went and got the groceries. I went and did this. I did X, Y, Z. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, there's got to be a missing link.
Gotta be something. I'm missing something
to this chain.
Like I know that you not out here freeloading.
Sure.
You in my crib got another nigga coming through to make you pasta. Using my water, using my shells.
Using my gas.
Right. And you just chilling? You ain't did nothing?
Yeah, he's like, something's gotta there's gotta be something missing. And in his mind, he was like, well, it's gotta be you're dicking your friend down. To bring it back around to the generational discourse, I do think that it's like I do think the younger people, like, not to sound like this, but I do think it's like they don't realize like niggas used to have to really be bored. You know what I'm saying? There was not a constant thing that you could like look at. You couldn't interact with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Even if you had a cell phone, like the minutes wasn't free till after 7.
It's like, cause I remember as soon as like when like I Love the 70s and the 80s started coming on, it was like, bet we got some new daytime shit. I'm fucking amped. This is real. This is dope. Like that's why I fucking ran through every fucking summer Disney movie because I was like, okay, we need something during the days because it's hot.
It's really
hot. I can only bowl so much, bro. I can only bowl so much.
You at your grandma's house, she don't know what's you 9. Y'all don't got nothing in common. Y'all don't got nothing in common except for your familial bloodline. That's it. And she just looking at you being, she got one computer game. My grandma used to have Jeopardy on the computer, and I didn't know a lot of those answers. It wasn't the version for kids. I can't answer them historical questions. I don't got none of them fucking answers.
Yeah.
I used to just be playing a Jeopardy game, hoping that I got some shit right.
Bro.
Guessing on the Jeopardy computer game on her Windows 95.
So it's me, my little brother, my cousins. We was like, all right, cool, we're gonna go ahead and load up this bowling league. We're gonna go do that. Gonna come back to the crib. We're gonna watch whatever's on. Whatever's on TV.
Yeah, you could.
But it is crazy, because what I was trying to say earlier with the like Matlock, like all that shit. It's like, we had to be engaged with white culture in a way,
of course,
that like wasn't reciprocated.
Sure, of course.
Like anyway, I remember like being like getting to college and going to like a party where I'm like, oh, it's a bunch of white dudes here and everybody's going up for Modest Mouse, and I was like, whoa. I was like, what is this? Everybody's going up for this, and I've never heard this shit.
Yeah.
And being like, okay, I guess I got to like learn about indie rock now. This is crazy. If I'm going to like interact with these people.
And you was doing improv in Chicago.
I was steeped. I was steeped in it, boy.
Yeah, you didn't even get time to get your fucking doggy paddle on. They said you in the deep end now.
It was like, guess what? You listening to Bush. Guess what? You listening to the presidents of the United States of America.
Sure, I don't even know about them.
Yeah, baby, I was doing it.
Yeah,
I was on the ground.
It was really crazy. We've talked about this before too, but I feel like going to karaoke with white people really will open your eyes in such a crazy way. Because it's like sometimes I think I've been around white people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think I have a decent understanding of what's going on. And then we will go to karaoke and these niggas will bust out a song and every single white person in the entire room will be singing the song with their whole heart. And I'll be like, when the fuck did this happen? When did y'all all learn this? I've never heard this. Every single one of y'all knows this song. This has never even hit my earbuds.
It's like it's a show from like a play in the it's like from Damn Yankees. It's like everybody knows whatever Lola wants. Like what the fuck is going on? Everybody knows this song.
Or it'll be a song from like 2006. And I'm like, how did I miss this in such a big way?
I don't know.
And then I think the
cultural exchange is like the
broken.
Exchange rate is crazy. It's really something else.
And I don't know how to bridge it because again it's like I thought I had a good grasp on what was happening with white people. Yeah. And to this day, we've worked in some very, very white spaces. And you think you know. Karaoke is like, you remember that old thing they used to say where it's like the most divided hour in America is on Sundays at noon when everybody's at church. I'd like to also enter in Koreatown.
Absolutely.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Koreatown, 1 o'clock in the morning. One of them rooms with one of the box TVs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I don't know.
You don't see everybody turning up in a way that's like, hold up.
Sure.
We're really like living in two different Americas.
Yeah, because it's like crazy. I don't know none of this that you got going. I've never heard this fucking Backstreet Boys deep cut.
Yeah,
and you don't know nothing about Brian McKnight.
Come on.
If I put on Anytime, y'all gonna look confused. So now I guess I gotta put on this I guess I got to do Hey Ya just so we can all we can bridge the gap. Yeah, so we can all pretend like we know what's happening in our parts of each other's America.
Yeah. It's really. I don't know if we're ever gonna come out the darkness. I don't know, bro.
What do you think? Do you think can you think of a path forward? Can you think of a way that we find it?
I feel like right now there's too many battles to fight. I feel like there's too many battles on too many fronts.
And that's low on the list.
That's very low on the list.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes
very
sense
low on the list.
But maybe it's one of those things, like when you play a video game and it's like a bunch of guys that you got to fight, sometimes you got to knock off a couple of the little guys first.
And then it's like, cool, I went on and got my XP up.
You feel me?
So I can go ahead and bam, and now I can go ahead and take down the boss.
Now I can hit the guy with the big old sword. So maybe it's like that. With this situation,
it's like, I had to knock out this joint so I could so I could spin this way.
You know
and if I can't spin this way, I'm gonna get chopped every time.
You play the Power Rangers game? Remember the little putty guys?
Yeah.
You gotta slice a couple of them little putty heads off before you get to Rita.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Yeah.
So maybe this is where we should start. Maybe we need to really be
maybe we need to address the musical divide.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and drop some Kim on somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Need to give some Life Jennings to somebody.
For people who are listening, Kim is K-E-M.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not K-I-M like Lil Kim. No, it's Kim. And he did have an album that we had in our home called, you guessed it, Chemistry.
Yes. Had it in the home, had it in the whip, had it in every whip.
Yeah, sure.
Every single whip had it.
Yeah.
Strong bald head.
Yeah, of course.
That was the time when
the bald heads was
out here winning.
Was making a moment.
Really making a moment.
One of my big fears in life is being bald. I don't think I could handle it.
I think I could. I rewatched Clueless recently.
Donald Faison looked awesome with the bald head.
I know, but just like his excitement for cutting his hair, made me be like, man, I wish I could step into that with some grace, you know?
Alex has done it.
But he went back.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, there's too much of a stigma around baldness in America. So
now, where did that come from?
The bald stigma?
Well, because like late 90s, like my favorite hoopers had bald heads.
Jordan,
until like
Nick Van Exel.
Until like Kobe came in bald, and then as soon as AI was doing it up, it was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and grow my shit. No, actually, Kobe came with a little fro. With a little fro. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's on me.
That's okay.
That's on me.
It's okay. Players fuck up.
Absolutely. But it was such a thing, and like DMX, like so many. I don't know why it shifted and why now there's the stigma. I don't know. I don't think.
I don't know. Hey, if you're listening and you're bald, we love you. If you're a listener and you're bald, don't let them shame you for what you got going on in your life.
Not at all.
Embrace your baldness.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, if you're listening, take that hat off.
Take that hat off.
Take that hat off. I know you listening right now, and I know you got on a cap. I know when it gets even the slightest bit chilly, you putting a beanie on. I know you sliding that beanie on. Even it's a little too warm for that. It's a little too warm for that. It's only 68 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's not beanie temperatures, but you feel shame. So
I know you got the hat cocked with the wave cap on, and it's like, for what?
Yeah.
That's a waste of money.
Sure.
You could put that towards something productive.
Wait, just to speaking of cap etiquette, I think this is a thing that we've talked about, but just to talk about it on the pod.
Okay.
Have you seen the photo of Murphy Lee wearing a fitted with a beanie on top?
Yes, I have.
Would you like to speak on it?
What is there to say? My man wanted to wear a fitted with a beanie, so he did it. He a grown man. He could do what he want.
Do you feel like that's some St. Louis representative?
I think he's a man from St. Louis. He wanted to wear a hat, a cap with a beanie on top, so he did that. I personally don't give a shit how anybody in the world dresses.
Okay, sure.
So
can we put you down this fall? We're probably about 6 weeks or so away from that fall weather.
Sure.
Really starting to hit.
From that crisp chill.
Yeah, from that little crisp chill. Can we put you down for a fitted cap and a beanie? The combo this fall?
I don't think I'll be wearing it this fall.
Okay.
But if you did see me wearing it, okay.
Okay.
That's just how I felt.
If I saw you wearing that, it would bring me a lot of joy. It would bring me a lot of joy. I love to see my guys experiment with different headwear. I bought Gary a Kangol for his birthday.
Yeah. I wore it. I wore it in the crib.
He wore it in the house.
I wore it in the crib.
He wore it in the house.
I'll take it for a spin one day.
Yo,
I'll take it for a spin.
For everybody who's listening, just comment under here when you see this if you'd like to see Gary wear a Kangol the next time he comes on the pod.
Whoa, next time I come on the pod. How many folks are coming back?
We haven't had any repeat guests.
Okay.
We're kind of doing our first, we're still in our first, couple months, so we're kind of...
I know you were saying, we've been trying to get him on for so long. This hasn't been a thing that long.
As long as it's been a thing, we wanted you on as a guest.
Okay, all right.
Gary, would you like to get into a voice message that we have?
For sure.
This voicemail is from somebody named Boca. What's up, Boca? And let's go ahead and hear what they got to say.
Hello, Devon. Leaving a podcast voicemail for your podcast. Name is Boca. My favorite lyric is from Twins by Big Pun and Fat Joe. Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that it riddled to middlemen that didn't do diddly. That verse has everything. Anti-Italian racism, murder, and monosyllabic rhymes. So thanks. You have a great show.
Do you have the lyrics written down in front of you?
Yeah.
Could you give them to me one more time?
Dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know that we riddled two middlemen who didn't do diddly.
Mm-hmm. I guess I don't, aside from it being in Little Italy, I don't understand the anti-Italian sentiment. Is it just that, do we just assume that because they're handling business with middlemen in Little Italy that they are Italian? Or Italian-American?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess there's a couple assumptions I'm not gonna make when I hear those.
You sure?
I'm not gonna just assume that they're down there killing Italians for being Italian.
That's not the way that this bar hit me.
Okay.
Specifically either. I had not really in the middle of Little Italy. Did we not?
I think that we can both understand the idea of wanting to do away with a couple of middlemen who don't do diddly.
Hey,
I think that is. I get that.
It's the most relatable thing in the world.
Absolutely.
You know
you don't do shit and you're getting some bread.
Well,
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that one bit.
We've known some people like that.
Oh, without it, we know a couple.
We know
quite a couple. Yeah, quite a couple.
Like
Absolutely.
We know a couple people. I've talked shit about those people on a podcast before in a way that did reflect poorly back on me.
That's fair.
And so I'm not going to do it today. But
even if you did, I wouldn't engage with it. I'm not engaging with that. But we know what it is. We know what time it is.
We know what time it is.
Absolutely.
And that's so in that way, I could certainly identify with trying to get rid of some. They riddled two middlemen.
Yeah,
so I guess
he's shooting up some middlemen.
Yeah,
that
he's riddling with.
Yeah, riddling with bullets. Yeah,
okay,
for sure. Still getting rid of them.
Yeah. Okay, and and this is just, maybe this speaks to like the way that I think about my life and
Uh-huh.
like the way that I go through it. When I first read it and it said that he riddled him, I thought he was like hitting him with a silly question.
Oh, that you all hear. Oh, I occur once in a second and twice in a week. Left them scratching their heads, then dipped up out of there. Got up. Yeah,
I thought Big Pun and Fat Joe were like
Pulled up
coming
on
out
them with a
from
couple.
under a bridge and said, if you want to get past,
yeah. If
I
you're
got a couple
trying to get over
things
to
that
Brooklyn, you're gonna have to answer these questions.
Yeah, probably 3 of them.
Yeah,
yeah, and maybe that speaks to just the way that I go about my life.
that might be a little closer to what you're doing.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
I don't got any riddles, but like I'm certainly closer to saying a riddle than I am to shooting somebody.
Sure.
And especially not in Manhattan.
Definitely not in Manhattan.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of shooting people, like I used to live by this car wash.
Okay.
That like 1000% was where like you know when you watch like mob stuff and then like when they like kill somebody they gotta like go to a special car wash like in the middle of the night. I lived by one of those car washes. I'm talking about I'd be drunk
In Texas?
No, here.
Oh, here. Okay.
This is in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I'm talking about like it would be like 3:00 in the morning. I used to live by this little like music venue club thing. I would like come from there fucked up, and there would be these niggas would have 4 cars that they was like scrubbing down vigorously, and I was like, that was damn. Some men just got riddled.
Quite possible.
Somebody just got riddled in one of these rental cars.
Absolutely. Yeah, hey, and I'm about to get it back to Avis by 11.
Yeah, you gotta
get it back.
with the gas filled up too.
For sure. And if it's not, I'm still saying that it is.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta say that it is. Yeah.
I guess you could say that it was, but they got
Go check, but it's still like I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit Amex. No, I'm pretty sure I filled this up.
I think a mistake has been made.
Do they have any pictures or anything? Because that doesn't ring true to me. That doesn't ring true. Yeah.
I did that one time. I rented a car in LA and I got a bunch of parking tickets and I had to be like,
Interesting.
That don't seem right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe, I guess it's probably a mistake on Hertz end.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe let's talk to them.
Yeah, we should hit them up immediately. What is this about?
You mentioned Modest Mouse previously and your exposure to them. We actually got a voicemail about specifically that group. Let's listen in. You see that transition?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We only a couple months in, you know what I'm saying?
And that is very organic. It doesn't, like, I had no clue this was coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome.
All right.
Hello, Devon and guest. Love the pod.
Appreciate it.
I was originally going to call in with a rap lyric, but then I remembered truly one of what I feel is the greatest disses of all time. And it comes from the Modest Mouse song, Ocean Breeze Salty.
It's a good song.
And it's very simply, you wasted life, why wouldn't you waste death? Ooh, that one hits you right in the gut. I feel stabbed by a knife when I hear it. A second choice, a runner-up, would be like a lot of stick talk by Future, particularly when he just goes, I'm going to tell a lie under oath. Yeah, okay. Anyway, thank you. Smooches.
Great.
Yo, okay. we don't have a name for this person who sent this in. They're from their numbers from an Atlanta area code.
Okay.
You know, shout out Atlanta. I just came from there.
Yes, big shout outs.
Had a beautiful time
Absolutely.
in Atlanta.
It's a great time.
It's a great city. You know, no notes. Look at the two. We're on completely different sides of the
You want
spectrum.
to talk about bridging the gap.
You know,
Absolutely.
we were just talking about this. Yo.
Yeah.
This
Absolutely.
person, whoever you are in Atlanta, thank you for bridging the gap because this is the exact type of
this is the kind of discourse that we're hoping to
exchange that we need to have in this country, especially
without a doubt. How did you feel about that? About the Modest Mouse, one of the roughest disses that they've heard. How does that hit you?
It's crazy, especially in this year where Kendrick Lamar had one of the biggest songs of the year by being like, "Hey man, you fuck kids."
Yeah,
but she was like one of the craziest ones I ever heard. Modest Mouse.
Yeah, but I mean, you wasted life. Why wouldn't you waste death?
But I guess in my mind, it sounds like the bar is saying like, you're not doing much with the life that you have right now.
Sure.
Why don't you go ahead and die?
Sure, I get that, but
that's how that's hitting me.
even that feels so incredibly tame to me.
Yeah, it seems like the type of disses that like rival poets were throwing to each other
Yeah.
in like the 1800s.
Yeah, it's like, okay. That's like that you would not say that on the back of the school bus.
No, or
That's
you
not gonna- or you
or you
about to-
could, but you about to get your
about to
neck
get-
slapped hard.
Absolutely. Big time.
Shut your
Yeah.
bitch ass up. Talking about
Yeah.
we're fucking talking in fucking couplets. Shut up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've seen people slap for much worse. Or for much less.
Yeah.
I've seen people slap for getting a haircut.
That is
Did y'all have that?
absolutely.
Okay.
If not a full slap of one of these, wow.
Oh no,
Yeah, a lot
no.
of that.
It was
A lot of
really
that.
like, and it's just imagine,
You thought you get slapped
imagine,
for getting a
imagine being a young black boy. Imagine being a young black boy feeling nice. You just got a
Yeah.
crispy fade. You really feeling yourself. It's Monday.
Mhm.
It's Monday. You ready to go learn something, play basketball, whatever.
You had your socks tucked in your shoes
You
Sunday
had your
night.
socks
Yeah,
tucked in
you had your fit laid out.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You was
Yeah.
you had your fucking shit on the bed the next day. Like,
Yeah.
imagine experiencing that, and then you on the bus feeling yourself, and then a big on the back of your neck. That was the life that we all was living.
It was the
It was a
adolescence was the OK Corral for real.
treacherous.
It was
time.
really like, hey, keep your head on a swivel because anybody could get it.
Yeah.
Nothing's sacred right
Yeah,
now.
you could
Anybody can get
you
it
could
for any
You
reason.
could get touched
yes.
quickly
Absolutely.
for not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Mhm.
Not a good time. And then, I mean, shout out to her for going straight from Modest Mouse to Future.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love both of these songs.
hmm
These are songs. I'm gonna run back Ocean Breeze Salty on the way home.
Yeah.
Stick Talk is something I'm listening to. This is off of DS2. I listen to DS2 like all the way through, like once a month.
Yeah, you're pretty deep in DS2.
Yeah. I'm deep into DS2. I'm a big. I don't know if I've talked about. I love Future.
What's not to love?
I've definitely never said this before, but like I think like talking about bridging the gap.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear white people talk about like Bob Dylan,
Uh-huh.
that's what Future is to me. He's important to me on that same type of level, and I think he's.
I need you to elaborate a little
I
bit. I'm
think-
not following you completely.
I think he's describing. I think he's elegantly like describing a landscape,
Mhm.
like so vividly,
Mhm.
and like with such like a sensitivity, and like I think he sees it so clearly in a
Mhm.
way that like I think he's really awesome at painting a picture.
And there's like an intense vulnerability and honesty to what he's
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
Like it's like when I forget what song it is, but when he's just like, I guess I'm gonna start fucking my groupies again. I was like, damn,
think it
that
might-
is like
I think it might be on the song "Groupies," which I believe is
Is it?
also
Yeah,
on
okay, yeah.
DS2.
DS2
That was so
is,
fucking my groupies.
Yeah, it's like that. I mean, like, what song is it where he talks about fucking Larsa Pippen?
That is also off of DS2. You're a DS2 lover as well.
I love it, but I'm like, I don't listen to it as much as you do. But I remember like when it came out, it was really like
That's
it
from
was.
Thought It Was a Drought. I just
Yeah.
fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip flops.
Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh.
talking about when he says, "Oh fuck, I can't remember the lyric," but it was like the playbook in Little Giants,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, "Oh shit, this has everything.
Sure.
This is like everything's in here.
Yeah.
If you want to win, this is how you do it. This
Just
is
open it
this
up.
like it's just right here. Whatever you need is in this." It's
yeah.
crazy.
Future's really. I think he's really incredible at like painting a picture and like telling a story.
hmm
And he says he gonna tell a lie under oath.
Absolutely.
He letting you know. If you trying to prosecute Future, don't even put his hand on the Bible.
Yeah, whatever. I'll say it. Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll go there. I will be under oath.
You already-
I will lie to you.
Yeah, you already know what he gonna do.
Yeah. So what's the point of bringing me in?
Yeah,
What's the point? What's the point?
He's making it very,
Yeah.
very. Whoever you are from Atlanta, thank you so much for these.
Absolutely.
Thank you for. If anybody's listening, bring more Future stuff in. I gotta.
Mhm.
And we're gonna get out of here soon. But like,
Okay.
Future has a bar that I think about all the time.
Mhm.
Where he goes, "My ring costs. It's pink like an ostrich." It really resonated with me because I
Yeah.
was like, it sounded so slick in the moment, but I was like, Future, you're talking about a flamingo.
Yeah.
You're talking about a flamingo. That's flamingos are pink. But he said it so clean that I was just like, maybe he saw a pink ostrich.
Yeah.
He's living a different and way more extravagant life than I am. Maybe
Yeah.
he's seeing shit that I don't got access to.
Yeah. That's real. Like when Hove said that the blueberries still connect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, that's a blackberry. Like, that's a blackberry, right? You mean a BlackBerry? That's the phone. You talking about the phone? You're not talking about a BlueBerry. But all right.
But it's like you give him the benefit of the doubt because
Absolutely.
it's just like,
bro, I get what you're going for. I know what you mean.
But it's also like maybe he did have a BlueBerry.
Truly.
Maybe we got BlackBerries and he's like, I got some shit.
No, I got a different. I'm talking about a different thing. I'm talking about this, and it's like, okay, that's on me. I'm just not in that world.
Sure, exactly. I can't even comprehend what you got going on.
Absolutely. But it's also at the end of the day, what is language but a communication tool? And I understood what he was saying.
Exactly.
Regardless.
And that's all that matters.
He can call somebody from wherever he wants.
Exactly.
Period.
Whatever type of berry he got.
Understood. Exactly.
Acceptable.
It makes phone calls.
Go ahead and do that.
It'll connect to the internet if he needs it to.
If he needs it.
Wonderful. Great. Got it.
Jay-Z, if you're listening, and we know that you are, and I'm sure that you are, go ahead and let us know what you meant by that. Let us know. Do you have access to a different type of berry that we don't know about? Let's talk about it. Go ahead and let us know in the comments. DM me. You know, you got all my information. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, man.
Thank you for having me.
You got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Nope.
You got anything you want to plug?
Nope.
You want to plug? You got a TV show coming out this fall.
There'll be commercials for that.
All right, well, Gary don't got nothing to plug. You know, there's nowhere for you to find him. Normally we plug people's social media.
You don't got to do that.
If you can find his email, send Gary an email. Yeah. If
folks do find my email and they be just emailing me. Do you just get emails?
Do
you want to jump on Zoom and just like chop it up for a minute?
I absolutely just get I get a lot of just emails that I'm like, where'd you find this information?
Yeah.
But
I be linking up. I be zooming with some folks sometimes.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find Gary's email on the internet wherever you can. Send him whatever type of messages that occur to you. Ask him to be on a Zoom. Ask him to go to dinner. He likes that kind of stuff. Send him.
Why would anybody come on your podcast if this is how you act? If this is how you act with your guests, why would anybody want to come here?
And yet people do. We got more guests coming. And
That's really crazy.
Y'all stay tuned for the rest of the guests. But also come see me on tour. Wherever I am in your city, please come. You know, sometimes people are like, hey, limited tickets available. Some of these cities, it's several tickets available. so please come. I would like to. The shows are good. Come through if you can. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all listening. My Favorite Lyrics is a production by Disco Nap. If you guys like what you hear, leave a review and tell a homie about the show. And make sure to follow us at My Favorite Lyrics Pod on all social platforms, except for Twitter. We offer that. You can learn more about this week's guest and the My Favorite Lyrics team by checking out the show notes. And thank you to the guys that made this show happen. Our executive producer, Lauren Mandel, our associate producer, Carmen Kerrigan, Chris Mueller, who engineered the episode. We'll catch y'all next week.